Jada Pinkett Smith. We Suin. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Jada Pinkett Smith's a narcissist. Therefore, she can't stand the fact that things are being said about her husband, estranged husband, whatever status he may have, but he's still the intimate partner primary source, that is Will Smith. Comment, of course, as you know, has been made that Will Smith was caught in a sex act with Dwayne Martin. And, of course, because this is about Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith believes that she's entitled to come in and comment because all of the fuel, although he doesn't need it, is going towards Will Smith. Her narcissism subconsciously reminds her that she's being left out and she needs to get in on this in order to draw attention back onto her. We saw her doing plenty of this recently with the supposed revelations in relation to her book, Worthy. And now, because something has been said about Will, she breaks her silence and comes riding in. Some people might think that she's doing it from a position of concern about Will. After all, they remain married and have been together for a long time. Understand this, she's not concerned about him at all. What is a concern to her is that she's not being spoken about, and here is a useful opportunity for her narcissism to hijack the circumstances to make it all about her. And it also impacts upon her image as well, and is thus a threat to control, meaning that she needs to take action. Christine Rendon and Adam Levy write in the Daily Mail, Jada Pinkett Smith breaks her silence over Will Smith gay rumours as she claims they will sue after accusation he was caught having sex with Fresh Prince actor Dwayne Martin. We Suin. Jada Pinkett Smith has hinted that she and husband Will Smith are set to take legal action following claims that he was caught having sex with Fresh Prince actor Dwayne Martin. It's unclear if Pinkett Smith was serious about consulting her lawyers, but when asked about the situation on Wednesday, the actress told photographers in video obtained by TMZ, "We Suin." It comes after her husband staunchly denied the allegations. Meanwhile, TMZ reports that sources close to Martin say he has no plans to speak out publicly, as the claims are ridiculous. Brother Bilal, who describes himself as the actor's ex-personal assistant, made the shock accusation in a now viral interview with internet personality Tasha K. Bilal claims he once walked in on the Men in Black star, now 55, and Martin engaged in a sex act in Martin's dressing room. The video that's been released, or an excerpt from it, shows Jada Pinkett Smith wearing an oversized white puffer jacket, her hair growing back, wearing some kind of sunglasses as she crosses the sidewalk to get into a large black vehicle. As she does so, she's asked, "What do you say about the allegations, like anything you want to say?" And she just shouts to the camera, "We suing." Well, there's her response as to what they are going to do, or what she's saying that they are going to do. But what's it got to do with her? After all, they're no longer together. Jada insisted that they had plans to take legal action during an appearance on the Breakfast Club radio show on Wednesday, where she described the allegations as untrue and ridiculous. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. This is a person who tried to do a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that. So for me, unfortunately, it's part of it, she added. It's not true. We're going to take care of it, and that's that. She described how the rumour allegedly started. It's based around this person's idea that they in some way were doing business around Will's book and that they spent money or what have you and they need to be compensated. So he'd already tried to do that money shakedown, she said. Will was willing to give him a certain amount or what have you, and he didn't take it. So this whole situation is based on that. Asked why Will would give him money, she said, "Some business that they have. I don't know the complete details about it, but that's about to come out because, like I told you, We're about to take legal action, she said. Asked how Will was dealing with the matter, she said Will always finds the humour in situations. Here's one good thing about Will. Will's always going to find the funny. He's always going to find the funny, she said. Thus, this is a matter that is in relation to Will Smith, a suggestion that he was engaged in a homosexual act, which, as you know from an earlier video, he has denied. He's dealing with it. He's denied it, and he suggested that legal action may be taken. But along comes Jada Pinkett Smith, not recognising any boundaries, sticking her shaven-headed bonce in where it's not wanted. She has to have an opinion on it, because she needs to make this situation all about her. Now, of course, there is a tenuous link. She still remains married to Will Smith, and it might be argued that she feels offended to suggest that he's gay because they are married. However, that offence relates to the threat to control that's posed by someone smearing Will Smith, suggesting that he's gay and was engaging in a gay sex act, because it takes away from her image. Accordingly, this instance provides Jada Pinkett Smith with two opportunities, which has resulted in her proclaiming, "We Suin." The first is, she needs to muscle in on the action. She needs to muscle in on the action to draw fuel, to be involved, to find herself part of it all, because it's about other people and she needs to make it about her. The typical behaviour, as you know, of the narcissist. The second aspect is that by suggesting that he has a small dick and that he's a homosexual or was engaged in a homosexual act, affronts this particular narcissist. They were in a heterosexual relationship, and therefore the narcissist would feel that suggesting that her husband cheated on her, i.e. wanted someone rather than her, and did so in a way that was homosexual rather than heterosexual, suggests that she's not desirable, that somehow she wasn't enough for him, that somehow he had to look elsewhere because she wasn't sexy and attractive. And all of that, of course, causes an affront to the narcissist because it threatens the narcissist's sense of control. She believes that she's gorgeous, that she is a sexual creature that all men would want. And therefore, the suggestion that her husband would cheat on her, and with a man, amounts to a huge threat to control that she needs to nullify. Hence, she goes on the breakfast show to speak out and issues this declaration that they're going to take legal action, even though ultimately, of course, that's something for Will Smith to do. I'd be interested to know what her course of action would be. But once again, you have an example of how the narcissist needs to make it all about them, and how the individual who's viewed as an extension of that narcissist, Will Smith, that an attack against him becomes an attack against the narcissist, to which she must respond. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.